Okay, this is going to be um, my predictions for WrestleMania 41 card. Some of them are going to be off the wall, so even though I'm saying that probably some of them probably won't definitely happen, but it's an ideal um, because right now I don't see anything clear, or it's kind of clear, but I don't see what what they're doing would be. Uh, Going to be happen at WrestleMania, but I think it might happen after WrestleMania. So here it goes. Um, First match is going to be, well, let's say first match of Raw, but first match I think could happen would be a triple threat match between Bianca Belair, Jade Cargo, and Naomi. It can usually just be Jade versus Naomi or Jade versus Bianca, even. Uh, Assuming this is okay. We're gonna say it could be a triple threat because one of them obviously I think attacked her. It can be either one, and I could easily saying that see that Jade blames both of them, and the Bianca and Naomi blame each other too as well. So this would be a non-cloning. It's gonna be one of I think this might be the first PLE match that's not a tag team match, excluding uh, the Royal Rumble last Royal Rumble matches he's been in. I think there'll be a women's United States Championship match between Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Because I mean, the early stages back, they could accelerate a little bit if they want to get this title on the card. And accelerate because it makes more sense. Um, no, I mean, the only other person I could see her facing against be people. Actually, there's three people. I guess be Pete B Fab, Mitchin, and Zelina Vega. But those are the only ones that haven't done anything to even win a match for the title. I guess other women though, because it's always might pop up after the Elimination Chamber as well, like Nia Jax, which is her, but there'd be two heels as well. So so that's that. Uh, you have the men's Intercontinental Championship. With Sheamus, it's going to have his rematch with Braun Baker. And this one I do expect Sheamus to win it. Because if you watch my Saturday night main event prediction video, I thought he was going to lose. And part of it is because they want him to win on a bigger stage. And this means there's a bigger stage. And plus, I've been watching wrestling for about 40 years, and it's like, and this is we're now on the third incarnation of Saturday's main event, and the first two had combined like 30 or so episodes. The majority of them when I was a kid in the 80s and early 90s, and I think there were only two title changes the whole time. But then again, from between 1985 and 1992, there were only anywhere from 1 to 3 pay-per-views, or 4 pay-per-views a year. There's 85 and 86, there were only 1, 87, 2, and so forth. Like I think 89 was the first one they had 4 in a year. So that tells you something right there that the top 78 main event was big enough to have big matches, but not big enough to have title changes. And I think right now that's the same mindset they're in. And hence the reason he gave this rematch. So even if Sheamus won, I think we probably would have a rematch at WrestleMania 41 anyways. Then another match would be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. He announced it kind of that he has 4 years, 11 months, and 22 more days on his contract. So meaning back in January he re-signed with the WWE, and plus the fact that he's getting pushed that so hard. So So and I'm assuming Sami Zayn. I think his contract is up. It's coming soon. If it isn't already been up, so I'm assuming he's signed a new contract as well. But this is probably gonna be the biggest match they've had together. Because I've had matches on and off for well over a decade before they even got in WWE. But well, that's if you actually think I was a Jericho was actually Sami Zayn though too. So there's that. But in all seriousness though, this is going to be some kind of a brutal match. I think. And it's like, and they've had a rivalry. Like I said, it's been going on for well over a decade before they even entered WWE, back in like PWG and Ring of Honor type stuff. So it's like right now, I have no idea who's going to win that match. This is one of those matches I think is a long shot to be on, but I think it could happen because I remember last summer people were talking about AJ Styles having a match in TNA for the TNA World Championship, and then when WWE and TNA announced their working relationship, people were bringing it up again. Even though that's more so for NXT, I think that's one thing with that. Well, this is like could be good for two things because having AJ and Joe Hendry wrestle at WrestleMania, that helps the TNA out, plus helps Joe Hendry out too. So like having you get more eyeballs on when you're prominent wrestlers. So and if this match doesn't go, I do have another thought of another match though. But when I get to his possible opponent or opponents, I'll get to that and talk about that as well. Well, it might not work out. That might work actually. Kind of thing. I'll get to that. So talking about. Well, I think that's like the women's United States Championship. They want the women's Intercontinental Championship on the stage as well, especially since Lyle Valkyrie hasn't even defended it yet, nor has he really. I think she had a brief backstage thing like the week after she won it, back like 2 or 3 weeks ago. But she really hasn't done it because like the only thing she's done has been she been in the Royal Rumble, and then the next match, televised match, is facing Bayley as a qualification for the Elimination Chamber itself. But I think she's gonna be facing Becky Lynch. Reason is a lot of this story already written for it. Because remember when Becky left last year, they were kind of like buddy, and this was at the very beginning of the Queen of the Ring tournament as well. And Becky could show back up, acting like she, being her friend and stuff. And a lot of us could say, but where were you when I needed you last year? You just took off. Your book is more important than me, basically what you're saying, type thing. Something along those lines. So I see Lyra and Becky in this match. Plus, I think there's something that Lyra's kind of said one of the matches Lyra would like to have too. So on one of the biggest stages of all time, here it is. Another one, Bayley and Roxanne, and because I started a couple weeks ago in NXT. After Roxanne lost the NXT Women's Championship, they are going to have in the triple threat match with Julia for the NXT Women's Championship on Wednesday. So that's on the 15th, I guess it is, February 15th, maybe, or 16th, one of those days. I think it's on Saturday the 15th though. But this could eventually lead to a 1-on-1 match at WrestleMania too, because I don't see it ending anytime soon, the feud. Especially Bailey, I guess, into the elimination chamber. Because she's not going to be in the match, but I can see some. I could see something there. Plus, I could see Roxanne taking the pin again in the triple threat match, and her blaming Bailey for that loss type thing. This one is going to be. I mean, it's going to be either a single match between the two, or it's going to be a tag team match, and it's going to be Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Yeah, those two are going to be in this match no matter what. And so this is probably going to be, because I think you're going to start seeing, Solo wants the title. You're slowly seeing him starting to turn face. Or it could be Jacob turning face. Doesn't matter which of the two. But in this scenario, well, actually, it could be either one really, because I have, but also that could be a tag team match, and it could be Solo and Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, but usually switch Tama Tonga and Braun to well, no, because it won't make sense having Braun teaming up with Jacob Fatu. But yeah, because Braun's had some issues, and you can see some more issues between the two of them in their qualification match with Drew McIntyre. Not Drew McIntyre, I mean Damien Priest. Drew McIntyre already had his qualification match. So, but yeah, it's going. I think somehow that's going to happen. But also you also got Hikuleo, who's another brother of Tama Tonga and Tonga Laura, and you got I can't think of his name right now, but you got another Anoa'i cousin that's got signed too, but I think he's been hurt, so he could easily come in as well too, and be in this match. So you got a few possibilities. Now this one's I think could happen. You got, especially with kind of what we saw in Raw this past week, you got Penta and Finn Balor teaming up to take on Dominic Mysterio and Chad Gable. Now, Gable obviously has a problem with Penta. Dom and Finn looks like just been waking up. Plus, there was a quote-unquote issues for the Royal Rumble between Penta and Dominic as well. I think at one of the interviews and stuff they had not a scuffle, but almost like in each other's face per se. So this makes sense because one of them is being Penta being a luchador, and Chad Gable is going to be learn how to defeat a luchador. And now this match, I think, ended up going to be a triple threat match. I think initially, there was supposed to be just triple threat match going to be Damien Priest, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and originally, I know they wanted it to be Drew McIntyre and Damien Priest simply because of his elimination and how he reacted that we saw on TV. I'm not talking about now how he reacted when he gets back. That's where LA Knight comes in. Inside SmackDown, he actually alluded to it as well, calling McIntyre a crybaby. So, plus I can see Damien Priest saying, yeah, I almost didn't get him out because of you either, type thing. And like Damien's like, I mean, we're cold, but he could have almost not been eliminated right then and there and stuff. But yeah, so I think this is going to end up being a triple threat match. Now this next match is where AJ Styles could come in, because I can see Logan Paul and ISO Speed in the match together. but it's going to be a tag team match. I'm picking Logan to be teaming with Randy Orton, and somehow after last year's WrestleMania, somehow they are now friends. But Randy might be little, but Logan can kind of come BS with him. So yeah, but I didn't ask him to help me, even though help me at WrestleMania, so Randy could be a little pissed about your speed. I show speed. So he's going and maybe seriously, no, I'll team with you and stuff. So I can see something crazy going on between Logan and Logan and Ray. Plus having Randy and Logan there with speed. That way, Orton's not going to hurt him, and Ray could help him with the moveset and stuff a little bit. But I can usually see this being since Ray and Logan Paul are on Raw. Randy Orton's not on. It's technically on SmackDown, but it used to be a tag team match where it could be Logan Paul. Because if AJ Styles was to face Joe Henry, then put him in this match in place of Speed, and he's still on the card. He's on the card too, so be one last match than what I'm putting in, but which is fine. But Logan's going to be on this card. If Orton's healthy, he'll be on this card. And I think you have Logan and AJ against each other actually even too. And all these guys have the fans who watch this too. So I can easily see it still being tagged, but just put AJ in it or AJ versus Logan Paul. Actually, I do have another thing about Logan Paul, but when I get to that match later on, I'll talk about that. There's the tag team titles for SmackDown. I think will be at minimum a triple threat match, but I think it will be a fatal 4-way. You have DIY, here Chance Motor City Machine Gun, the Street Profits, and Pretty Deadly. So I do think, like I said, I think it's going to end up being a fatal 4-way match between the 4 teams. Could be even I heard someone mention being a ladder match, but only had the only team we didn't have in it was the Pretty Deadly, but do you think that they might get involved? I think they're going to be involved in the match. And it still could be the single 4-way tag team TLC match. But the first one took place in 2001. I think it was 2001. And with the 3 original teams to do, the Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, and Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho to that. So it has happened before, so it can usually happen again. Let's see. Then there's the tag team belts from Raw, which are currently held by War Raiders, and I think they could probably be taking on New Day. New Day could be champs by them too, though, and this could be the rematch. But I think that's where we're headed is New Day and New Day War Raiders. Then we got the two women's championships, main event championships, and first I'm gonna start with Rhea. Well, actually, let me face it. I'm going to start with the one that I think Charles is going to pick, and that's going to be on SmackDown with Tiffany Stratton. Because I think Io is going to win the Elimination Chamber and face the Tiffany Stratton. And so and they've kind of shown some stuff to where to kind of point to it, and plus there's can have a do backstage stuff about the day of or something. Apparently they were filming some stuff, And one of the things they got videoed was Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton watching the Women's Royal Rumble. When Charlotte won, Rhea said, "Oh, something along the lines of, oh, I've done this before. You can have it," and walked away. Plus the fact that it's like, oh, even though we just tell her that 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 hope you pick me so I could beat the crap out of you to make you respect me at the same, which, and I think at some point they will have another match, but kind of like see Charlotte taking on Charlotte, and we will face other people to kind of help bring them up a little more. Because even though Io is a former women's champ herself, it's like outside of Bayley, I can't really remember any matches that she had defending the title. I know she had some. Bayley was the most notable one that I can remember off the top of my head, and she enjoys doing crazy stuff. And plus, it's like with Tiffany Stratton, she's even said that she wants to face the Charlotte Flair too. So, and plus it's like, oh, we got the two Barbies with each other, so to speak. But I digress. But that's probably the two women's championships. Now, I got 3 more matches. So I'm going to go with the Undisputed WWE Championship, and well, there's one name, obvious name I haven't talked about. Well, still obvious names, but one of them is John Cena. So I think he will win the Elimination Chamber to face Cody. Because he's I don't think will win it, but someone saying, yeah, but it will hurt Cody more as a baby face than what it is. But I do have an idea what could happen after I go through the next few matches. So I got Cena and Cody tentatively for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Obviously for the World Heavy Championship, we got Jey Uso and Gunther. Now, there's 3 main big names, known names left I have not mentioned yet. And so I'm just going to do, because right now it looks like it's going to be a singles match between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. A lot of history there, going back a decade, pretty much. When Seth turned on them, then they finally got together, and the bloodline thing where Seth actually beat him by disqualification. He came out for the match at the Royal Rumble between them with the Shield music. Then at WrestleMania 41, when there were 2 things that Seth did. The first thing was he came out to the Shield music again. I remember thinking, wait a minute, Dean Ambrose is back. How the heck Dean Ambrose? And it's like, unless Seth is coming out to it, then you see Seth, you're singing out, then he comes back in the ring. Or he actually didn't leave the ring actually, but he got back up. Roman had a choice to hit Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes with the chair. He went for Seth Rollins. So, and plus, they tried to eliminate each other at the Royal Rumble, and they had a classic, I think, if you haven't seen it, just Google it and say, but there's an angle that Rollins is like, okay, got everyone down, but there's still one person, and realizing that one person, that Reigns was still there, and so forth, and they try to eliminate each other, like I said. CM Punk eliminates both of them, then Logan Paul eliminates him, and So now, and that's supposed to CM Punk. He has no match as of like the second, but that's where it comes in because first of all, let me talk about Logan Paul. I know a lot of people are saying that it's going to be Logan Paul and CM Punk. I think they will face each other at some point, but that's not. But I think it's going to be a little farther down the line, like the summer, where they face each other. Now, all three of these matches, well, one of them is going to be a main event, no matter what, if CM Punk's in the match or not. That's Cody Rhodes and John Cena. The other two, and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, in a sense, is a main event match. And but there's Gunther and Jey Uso can be one if it's done correctly without CM Punk. Now, CM Punk still has a favor to ask of Paul Heyman. Well, two of those matches he can easily get the favor taken care of. This one, get the Roman Reigns Seth Rollins match, which may or may not need to be a triple threat match, but it's there. You got Seth Rollins, who lost him back on January 6th, but you also got Roman Reigns mad at him for being thrown out by him. It's like before the first stomp that Seth Rollins did. You can see there's a video of Roman telling Punk, "Why did you do that? We were teammates a month ago," meaning from War Games. So Roman's going to be pissed about that, and of course Seth is pissed about CM Punk as well. So he can use the the favor for that. Then you can use the favor to get into the Jey Uso Gunther match, to where just instantly Jey Uso is associated. Because like Paul could say, "I could try," and talk to Paul and talk to Jey, but then have Roman talk him into it. That way he won't have to worry about if he has to face CM Punk. He won't have to worry about facing himself, or at least when he does, he would be in a weakened state. Now, for the other one, with Cena and Punk, with CM Punk being with Cena and Cody, I'm not too sure if the the field would do that. So the only other option would be CM Punk winning the elimination chamber and having Cena Logan Paul face each other too. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think Logan doesn't need the push from Cena as much. But then again, if it's in the title match, he doesn't need that either though. But I can see that somehow becoming a triple threat match somehow. It's like and Paul Heyman kind of convincing him like, okay, but I need to bring up his Cody Dusty up again or something like that. So still got a few people not on the card here. I can see maybe having a match like Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, trying to think, those two biggest female names. I know there's a couple of guys too, not on like the Miz is not on here and stuff, but that probably find stuff for them to do as well, because I think I have like 16 matches that I think could happen, maybe 17, but I'm going to end this right now. If you have any matches that you think is going to happen, comment below. But otherwise, please share, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a good day.